Hi everybody! Welcome to Green Rose Spirituality. My name is Steph and this is going to be a reading for Geminis. So this is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So be sure to check your birth chart to see where Gemini falls in your chart, and if it falls in any of those four, then this could be the reading for you, okay? Please make sure to like and subscribe. Every little bit of help goes a long way. And please remember that this is a general reading, and the messages that come through are for those that are needing to hear it. So if this does not resonate with you, take what does, drop what doesn't, and check out the other signs that are in those four. Check out my other videos for that, okay? Down below, there will be a list of all the cards that I use, along with my website and with my email. So if I resonate with you and you want a personal reading, send me an email and I will get right back to you, okay? Okay. So for Gemini, I'm actually having a hard time feeling the energy right now. It's coming in, but it's almost like cautious. And I got kind of like I don't even know how to explain that. Like cautious but silly. This is going to be for Gemini for the end of March 2020, so March 15th to the 31st. This is going to be for those who have Gemini in their Sun, Moon, Rising, or in their Venus. Overall energy, please, Spirit. Playful just popped into my head. Interesting. Maybe you guys are kind of, I don't know, trying to bring some fun back to things. Or maybe you're needing to. I'm not sure. I just shuffle until I feel I'm done. I also decided to do this on camera so that you guys can be a part of the process and see the authenticity in it. Normally, I do this before the video, and then I start the video and just go through the cards. So this does take a little bit of time, so if you want to skip forward, that's not going to hurt my feelings. I do talk a little bit during this process, just to keep you kind of interested and not too bored. Okay, we're done. Okay, overall energy for Gemini, please. Overall energy for Gemini, please. Thank you. Not sure. I'm going to take it. Anything else for Gemini, please? Ooh, okay. These guys. This is for Gemini. This is for Gemini the last 2 weeks of March 2020. To help explain the situation. give advice, just to give me more information. I feel like this is really lighthearted. Maybe that's that playful feeling I was feeling. Okay. Ooh. I'm getting happy and excited for you guys. Okay, what else is going on with Gemini? And that went right on its side, eh? I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, I think I understand. Do you want to give me some advice? Okay. Wow. I'm gonna grab these ones. What is going on with Gemini, please? Stay optimistic. You deserve love. Okay. And last one. Final advice for Gemini, please. It's going to be a good reading. It's going to be a big one. Ooh. Okay, I'll take them. Hopefully you guys can still see. Okay, so just gonna take a sip of my tea. You guys got some love stuff going on here. So, okay. So spiritual union, and patience and planning. And then you also got a patience card over here. So I feel like you guys are kind of wanting to jump ahead to the love part. Spiritual union, it's almost like you guys are either really connecting with somebody or you're really wanting to connect with somebody. I feel like something is blooming. The discontent and boredom is in reverse, so that talks about how that energy is leaving. And that is for your overall energy. You guys are getting some thoughts and some insight to perhaps getting over this discontent and boredom. Maybe you guys are starting to love yourself. You know, I feel like, oh, the weight of the world. The weight of the world is really popping into my mind. So the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords talks about, you know, a heavy cycle that was going on, like a heavy journey. Something that was really hurtful, something that was painful, something that was physically, mentally, emotionally painful, you know, and it talks about that cycle is over. And when it's reversed, for me, it means you're starting to become aware that this cycle is getting done, you know. And then the discontent and boredom in reverse also, it's almost like you guys are starting to get out of a little bit of a depression. And then we have the Six of Swords, and that talks about, you know, kind of like taking your feelings and moving on. And it doesn't necessarily mean from the situation. It could just mean, you know, moving on from the depression, from the sadness. And it was on its side, and I feel like that was significant. I feel like you're still, you know, aware of that sadness, and you're still aware of that discontent and that depression, but you're wanting to move away from it. And then we have the expanded awareness. So, and that is what I am feeling. Almost like you're starting to see outside of this bubble. And patience and planning. So for those of you that are single, I feel like love is coming your way, and I feel like that self-love, that inner love inside, that when you pay attention to yourself and do what's right for you, not always for others, do what's right for you, as long as it's on, you know, for your highest good. I feel like the more you grow that, the more it's almost like you're taking this journey to somebody. And it says here, you deserve love. And with this in reverse, and that, like, I feel like things are going to ease up energetically. So if you guys have been feeling really heavy and bogged down, and, you know, those emotions are kind of like gloomy and doomy and gloomy, and they're all, you know, heavy on you, I feel like the last 2 weeks of March, or for whenever you watch this video, I feel like things are going to start to ease up. And it says you do deserve love. Stay optimistic about your love life. So I'm getting 2 different messages for this one. If you are in a relationship and you have been feeling like depressed and like you're not good enough, and the sads, and, you know, the heavy feelings, the heavy painful emotions and stuff like that, I feel like you're going to start to see that you are worthy of love. And of course you're worthy of love. Of course you are worthy of love. I'm feeling the need to say you don't have to fight so hard to be loved. All you have to do is just be you. And I feel like with the Four of Swords, it denotes kind of taking a break, kind of taking a rest from, you know, the swords represent thoughts and intellectual thinking. And I feel like taking a break from your thoughts, you know, taking a little rest from that, maybe doing some wishful thinking. Yeah, doing some wishful thinking, going inside your head and thinking about how wonderful things can be if you just allow it to come in. If you just allow that love to come in without feeling like you're expected to do and be and all these things, where you can just open up and allow love in, I feel like somebody is going to come in quite fast, or the passion is going to happen quite fast. And then we got the Lovers. You know, things are going to, if you're in a relationship, I feel like things are going to kind of heat up because, you know, we got this card too. I don't know if you can see that. Sexuality. Maybe you're going to start to feel like you're physically lovable, physically appealing, you know, physically sexy, you know. But it does have patience twice. I am feeling with this, and I'm also really looking heavily at the carnelian stones. Interesting. I am feeling like with the patience with yourself. Patience with yourself to let go of these heavy emotions, especially with this one on sideways. Patience with yourself to move away from the depression. When we get depressed, when we get the sads, it's almost like we start to get hard on ourselves and feel like we have to retreat and hide and avoid people and avoid relationships and avoid, you know, all the things that make us feel passionate and lovable and connecting to others. Maybe you went through a breakup recently and, you know, that really hurt you. It really hurt you, and you're slowly moving on. Okay, slowly moving on from those feelings, those sad feelings, but I feel like you are letting go of that. You're finding that love within yourself so that you can have the expectations of somebody better coming in. And to make that happen, and the star card, it's also a wish card. So it's like, you know, wish upon a star, wish for your dreams to come true, wish for that person that you feel would be perfect for you to come towards you. And I feel like they are going to, or I feel like if it's you, you're going to be moving towards somebody quite passionately, because you really see love with this person. You see a union with this person that isn't just, you know, friends with benefits. It's like deep feeling. It's love. And it's saying to stay optimistic about your love life and that you do deserve love. So for those of you who feel like you don't deserve love, that is part of that depression that needs to be let go. And then the advice is balance. So, you know, like if you're slowly moving on, so make sure that you have that balance within you where, you know, you're aware of those sad thoughts that you did have and you're moving on for that, and you don't want to be too happy. Geminis, I feel like it's really hard for them to be extremely happy, but they're okay with being extremely sad, but they kind of bounce back and forth. And it's saying balance, you know, and I feel like if you are able to balance out those emotions and really embrace the opportunity of love, even if it's self-love, if it's for yourself, if it's for your own growth, if it's for your own healing, it's for your own, you know, happiness, making yourself happy, being independent, going after your dreams, keeping the balance with the emotions. So if you start to feel like one extreme or the other. Try to rein it into the middle. Don't be, you know, in that gray area where you're feelingless. Like, feel your feelings. Just try to balance them out. So, and I'm getting a lot of inner thoughts. Make sure that you pay attention, especially with the third eye, those thoughts. You know, make sure you're balancing out your inner world. So if you're starting to think negativity or I'm feeling the energy. So I have a hard time talking when I do that, but I have been getting better at it. But if you're feeling that negative self-talk, that negative inner verbal conversations, and they start to take over, you know, like tell that bitch to slow down and be like, no, you know, like I want to be happy. So we're going to stop this and we're going to flip it to this positive thought. And make sure you have patience with yourself. Make sure you have patience. Things don't happen overnight. Things happen through time. So if you are really wanting to go towards a love opportunity, make sure the giving and the receiving is equal. Make sure you are getting your worth. Make sure it's somebody who is, you know, seeing you in the same light. You know? Yeah, this is a beautiful reading. I am very happy for you. Now, one thing that I am going to give a little bit of a warning on when it comes to the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands tends to be a little bit of a come in fast energy, sweep you off your feet, make you feel beautiful and happy, and then it's like, okay, I did my job, and then it goes. So it's kind of energy that comes in and leaves as fast as it came in. So in that, right beside the Lover's card, I kind of want to caution you guys. So make sure that there is balance with this, that there is the equal give and take with the energy. And that it is somebody who has your best interest at heart. But in this reading, to be honest, the energies that I'm feeling from it is just somebody who's coming in with passion. Somebody's coming in with love. Okay. So I hope that you were able to resonate with this. If you want a personal reading, a deeper reading on this, if you would like, if this really resonated with you, send me an email and I would be more than happy to do this for you, okay? So I wish you well, Geminis. I wish you lots of love, okay? From my heart to yours. Bye, Gemini.